All right, welcome back. Here we go.
We're back for game two of the two-game set here today against the Lafayette Locomotive.
Looking
The tilt earlier today ended in a 3-3 tie. Hawks never got the lead in that game, though, Tom.
No, they did a great job coming back from being down a goal, obviously on 3 occasions, but never got that lead, which I think with this club, if you can get ahead on this team, we can lock this team down. And Locomotive got what they needed. They got 2 goals out of their big guy in Pierce, and that's how their games are going to go as far as what they're trying to accomplish defensively and structurally, trying to hold off the pressure, weather it, and then find a spot and go. And Pierce found his spots. There's no question.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it during the game. Opportunistic, right? They're going to take their chances when they have them. And at the end of the day, when they got chances to bury the puck, they buried them. We had a lot more chances. I was talking to Easton on the way up. There were times I thought, like, hey, we should have shot the puck and we had a better chance, or we made the extra pass, when we should have shot the puck, or shot the puck when we should have made the extra pass. So it's a fine line between perfection, and we'll see how they respond tonight.
Yeah, well, Hawks coming in here to Locomotive's barn, where they obviously are very comfortable playing. Favor the fact that it's a short rink that's not full regulation size, but they definitely know the angles, they know the positions, so they're very comfortable playing here. And I think you saw that in that last game up here a couple of weeks ago, where they capitalized and put in 4 power play goals and ended up coming away with that win. So I think
it helps them here, Tom. They like to play a physical brand of hockey. The neutral zone here is 25. I'll give it 30 feet, generous, right? Not a lot of neutral zone space. They do a good job at carving that up, but at the end of the day, we still got to use our speed to generate. And I think we saw some things earlier today that hopefully we took to heart and we'll learn from, because the third period, I thought we thoroughly outplayed them.
Yep.
Just couldn't come away with the win.
Well, we got goals from Oxenrider, Mahalik, and Robertson in that game. So spreading the goal production around, I'd like to see some more of that, get a little bit of productivity out of our all up and down our lineup. And it's, who do you think's your player of the game? Who are you looking for to be the breakout contributor here that might put the Hawks over the top?
I'm going to look for somebody that's been, I think, a little bit snake-bitten lately, so I'll go with the underdog, Tom. I'm going to go with Rips right now.
Yeah.
I think Rips is due for a big game.
A multi-goal game. Feels like it's been a long time since he's had one of those patented 2-goal games.
Yeah, he's been right there. He's either had the good chance to shoot, maybe passed it up with a better pass.
Yep.
Or just got handcuffed a little bit in the slot. I'm looking for Rips to possibly net 2 here tonight, and I think if Rips nets 2, I think it bodes well for us.
Yeah, I agree. And I think after the morning game and the amount of movement and how he looked, I'm going to take an easy pick. I think it's going to be Evan Missick. I think Missick's the guy that could really get it going in this game, and he looked good this morning. He created some chances. He made the right passes at the right time. He was probably one of our more physical players in that game, considering how physically the Locomotive were playing. And so I think if he can get something going early, that could spark that line and then fire Ripley up, and then it could just become a snowball for that line.
Hey, in fairness, Tom, Missick was my number 2 pick. but I like to play the long odds on the ponies.
Yeah. Hey, you get better odds there. You were probably a plus 270 on that, whereas I might have been a minus 120.
Yeah, it might have been a minus 110. I was looking for the definitely looking for the plus 200 from there on up. So
yep. Well, Hawks look like they're getting pumped, ready to go. I would like to see some early shifts here that really turn on and get them going. And we'll see. It looks like it's going to be that Missick, Oxenrider, and Ripley line coming out to get it going. So let's see what we can do.
Well,
Bring the boys, bring the pain.
Looks like we'll start out with Fabrizio and Paulin.
And the question mark's going to be, are we going to see a little bit of Owen Heersink? Heersink, really got dinged up in that game, and we saw how limited he was. So we'll see what he does on the ice. If he does come out and take some shifts, how is it going to be for him? So, well, right off the hop, turnover by the Hawks. Fabrizio played that back, does get it across for Paula, and there's the opportunity to escape. But again, not quite pass on the tape there. Missick, good job getting that puck free for Ripley, but it hops over. Meistead goes to the other side. Oxenrider's there. Good play off the boards by the Locomotive. He was off, but we'll just keep on playing. Oh, Ripley blows a tire and goes down. That couldn't have felt good. He'll make his way to the bench. And it's controlled by the Locomotive in their own end. Talk about some injuries and some people that were sick. So we'll be curious. And there's that quick physical play, right? And not surprised it's LHA doing it. But on the far side, Sexton hands that one off. Can they keep it in? Tied up on the far side by Petrovic. They'll go around and see if Hayes can get it up onto the near side. Hawks see the read, and Taylor keeps it in. Goes down the far side boards. But Taylor gets taken down, and B-Rob can't find puck support there, and Hawks able to regroup on their back end. Now, here's a quick slide. Look out for the left-handed shot. Backhand comes in. Good back-checking work defensively there by Ray. Shot swallowed up by Bell and held off the stick of Petrovic.
Yeah, nice save by Bell there. That's not the first one you want to see.
Yeah, exactly. On the quick turnover, you gotta look up, and automatically puck's coming off the stick. So he does a good job getting that puck back in to the pads and held. So defensive zone face-off for Carmichael, and Heersink is out there, so he's gonna muscle through and see what he can do. There's an opportunity as it comes out. Offsides, though, as Cardenas forgets where the blue line is there. Needed to come down the blue line.
That's where that shorter neutral zone, though, comes into play, Tom.
Yeah, you'd think you have more room. You're used to having that extra kind of glide space. So we'll come back
but that's
off.
the play we talked about. It's there, off the glass, de-pinching up.
Carmichael's face-off ends up back on the back end. Ostad plays that free, goes through everybody, touches Spone, so no icing, waved off. Carmichael come hard. Want to see him get a piece of that guy. Good job stepping up by Cardenas. He can't quite get to the puck, turned aside by the D-man for the Locomotive, and then they get it out to the neutral zone and walk it off. Shot by Fallhaber, kicked off, and on the far side, chopped up ahead, and there's the opportunity. Onside is Spone, quick shot, sticked aside by the netminder. Hawks floated back behind by Cardenas. I would like to see him hold on to that. Maybe take a look towards the front of the net. Puck coming through on Fallhaber. He drives the net. Whistled over Bell and out to the near side. Slide move. Good shoulder-to-shoulder contact made by Heersink there. And Pierce watches Sink skate that one away. Like to see if he gets loosened up. And if he doesn't take any shots on the leg, I think he may get loose. And like you said, the more he skates, the better it feels. But a shot there by Heersink.
Yeah, anytime you get dinged up like that, Tom, it almost feels better to skate on it than sit on it.
Yeah. Look out. Transition the other way. Turnover at the blue line. Backhand pass. Shot. Saved by Bell. Nice play to Olsen. And I like Fabrizio giving Petrovic a little bit of the business. Petrovic's always trying to get after the goalies. He had that penalty earlier, which was absolutely on purpose against Jones.
But we made him pay on the power play, and that's what you got to do to a team that's going to do that.
Here he goes. Mahalik steps in for the face-off to Petrovic. Hawks banging at it. Look out on the near side. Good stick by Fabrizio. They're trying to come across for LHA, who is up in the play. Holland goes off the boards, gets through Sexton. That'll be icing, as he couldn't get the touch.
Yeah, but that's a stretch we're looking for. We didn't get it there. We didn't execute on it, but that's
13:22 here in the period. Just getting going. Hawks looking for some opportunities. Mahalik's face-off. Lachak fans on the shot. Good job by Fabrizio. He'll go cross off the stick of B-Rob and pushed ahead. Forced to dump in as a nice step up by Paulin. Mahalik will fight around. He goes past one and through the next two. Far sideline, gains the offensive zone. Pulls up in the corner. It's in the skates. Challenge there, controlled by B-Rob. Looks back out for Sexton. Sexton back, finds the point as Mahalik had already drifted through. Fabrizio finds Evan down the boards. He'll cycle down for Sexton. Good play off the board. Sexton fires. Fabrizio's shot deflected, goes wide. Shot towards the net, sticked aside by the netminder for the Locomotive. Locomotive get it out and through center ice. Cam's back to play it. Chops it loose. Carmichael works the puck to center ice and out. Good support by Fabrizio. He can get this deep and then get his change. Cardenas right back on the forecheck. I feel like Carmichael can lay the lumber more in this game. I know he knows a few of these players. I don't know if that affects his aggressiveness tendencies. But
compared to how he normally plays, I would agree, Tom.
But hockey is one where you got to play your game, and his game involves being physical. There's a shot that ends up in the glove of the netminder. Might have been deflected by Spohn a little bit there. I'm not sure.
I think there was a tip. I don't think you got everything on it. I like Taylor walking into the middle though, create a better angle, and you negate that putting it into the defenseman's shins.
Yeah. See if the Oxy line can get it going. Like to see us find the back of the net early in this game. That's going to come around the boards. Deflected off the back end and up into the glass, or out of the glass and into the netting. So we'll redo things probably from the same spot.
Yeah, this line generated a lot of chances last game. They buried one, but easily could have buried three.
Face-off won by the Locomotive. That's going to come to the point. Good pass-off by Taylor, and then back down low. Working out of the corner, Ripley goes to the point for Missick. Good work, shot by Ray is short side wide. And then it gets deflected towards the front of the net by Oxenrider and covered up. Don't know who that is in the pipes for Locomotive.
I believe it's Hubbard.
Hubbard's
not number one, so I think it's Hubbard.
Hubbard is in the pipes here. Here's Sink coming back out for another shift. You can see he labors a little bit, but he's gutting it out. He might get a little juice from getting a couple shots on net and see where it goes. Back off to the near side. Turnover because he didn't want to get hit. Locomotive shying away from the Heersink blow up there. Puck comes through the blue line. Ostad, good feed far side. That goes through Ripley and down ice, no icing. Got to get pressure there. Got to get a body and pin him up. You can't let him, if you don't get the puck, I'm okay, but just get into the body and put him in the glass or into the boards. Through the middle. There's the turnover again that doesn't come, but
Ostad will step up and make him work again.
He reads it so well, as you were talking about pregame. Ostad's reads are such an integral part of this deep pairing being so successful. That's flipped up in the air by Heersink and in deep. Picked off by Ripley. Sinks, has a look, blocked and goes wide. And then the puck comes off the net. As a little chip from the defender sends Mahalik into the netting and get a whistle and a face-off.
I think Mahalik hit that post all on his own, Tom.
Oh, did he? Yeah, you're right. I don't think the Locomotive tend to play the body much, so that's probably unlikely. You're right. Evans shot. Pat save, score! B-Rob again from Mahalik. Bada bing, bada boom. Goal in the first 7 minutes. Hawks are hopping.
B-Rob doing his work where he does it best, Tom, within 8 feet of the net.
That's a great face-off win there as Mahalik wins it forward, and then the play off the pad comes right back. And Robin Ripley cleans up some cash, courtesy of Braden Robertson. 1-0 Hawks, and that's exactly what you want to see. Piercing goes far side Ostad. And B-Rob stays out there. Can't quite control that. Gets flipped in. Sexton will come on the rush. Good job jumping into the D. Keep with him. Don't give up on that. That forecheck will force a turnover every time. Robertson across ice. D-man has it. Locomotive. Good play by Sexton. Mahalik trying to tap it low. Gets knocked free. Kept in by the point man, Hirsing. Going towards the net. Big turnover. Rebound out front. Big kick out by Hubbard. Those are juicy. We'll take those. Mahalik across. Looking for B-Rob again. Hawks keep it in. Sexton keeps working on those loose pucks, and Mahalik into support. He has to go around the D, wants to get out front, looking, nothing there, so he pulls up and then plays it in the cycle. Good room to the point. Ostad, cross ice sinks, shot, save, loose. Hubbard, a little shaky early.
Yeah, I thought that the last matchup they had with him, Tom, I thought he left a lot of rebounds. We just didn't capitalize.
Yeah. Great shift from that line.
Yeah, I would say pucks to the net, pucks to the net, pucks to the net.
Puck around on the far side, pushed up the boards by the Locomotive. Quickly crosses Carmichael, forcing the Locomotive back as they're pinned in a little bit. Puck up the boards, good play to get it out off the glass, but then flipped in on net, turned aside by the stick of Hubbard. Good read for Cardenas. He'll go down the boards and around. Carmichael comes in. Spone leaning on his man. Sees the puck come free. Forces the D back up. Near side boards. Locomotive get it out. Spalding circles the back end, wants the center. Looking for Olsen, but knocked off a skate. Chance for Pollen to push it to the near side. Mikey goes all the way up, tipped in nicely by Nate, and a change for the Hawks. Turnover there at the blue line. Spone, snap a shot, gloved up by Hubbard. Smart play by Spone. He had nobody with him.
Yeah, but you end up with an offensive zone draw.
And test the netminder that's had a few rebounds get out of his reach, wondering where his rebound control will be. But he tests the glove, and Hubbard's glove looked good as the Hawks continue to stay on the offensive push. Ripley jumping down low, goes after Hayes. Hayes gives it up, and cross-ice pass gets through everyone and out to Carter Ray. Nice way to find the puck there, but now Hawks have to be careful. Skating is missing. That ends up out front of Bell. Bell looked out as he wanted to corral it. The D played it. Good job by Carter, though, to get it up and out of trouble. Going out to center ice. Hawks find it. Missick chases it on. Waits. Backhand shot. Cross ice. Look out. Yeah, kept in off a stick by Taylor. Couldn't do much with it. And Olsen just lets a touch-up go in deep. Hawks get a bounce, but through the middle, Oxenreiter. Lots of space there. Oxy's shot. See, there's the rebound. Ripley couldn't find it, but it's still loose. It's thrown up into the screen out of play.
Hey, if we picked up anything in the first 11 minutes of this game or 10 minutes of this game, Tom, shoot the puck low on Hubbard.
Yeah.
He's pretty good with the glove.
Yes.
But he looks a little shaky down low.
And it's more about his rebound control. All goalies kick pucks off the pads. They're not typically catching pucks in the pads and then corralling them. And his rebound control right now is not going to the normal places, out to the boards, back to the corner. They're coming out in front of him.
He doesn't look comfortable. Ooh, big reverse hit there by Mahalik.
Nice rip. The helmet comes off, and the players are fired up as Messman takes the brunt end of that one. And he'll get the gear back on.
Don't stand on the tracks when that freight train Mahalik is coming, Tom.
Hawks love it. Boom! Here we go. Face off to sideboards. B-Rob shoves the man in. Messin getting plenty. Oh, nice keep at the point with it. He'll try to feed across. Mahalik shot, or sorry, Sexton shot. Nice setup from B-Rob to Sexton. Mahalik drowns that. Back through the middle. Hawks, plenty of chances so far early on. Puck played back around to the near side. Sexton goes in.
That could be an interference easily.
Yeah. Being called very similarly to the game down at the edge earlier. Letting a lot of that contact go, even the late finishes on checks, which is outside the USA Hockey purview in the past couple of years, but a lot of refs still like to see that physical contact and give a little bit of leeway. Here's Sink, goes around, plays that off. Through the middle, deflected ahead. Misses Cardenas. Here's your transition. Nothing to be done there as the Hawks sweep it away on the stick of Heersink from Pierce. Flipped up and out. Can Cardenas get down ice? No, it's going to be icing. And a whistle.
There's that chip exit, though, Tom, I like against this team. I think we have the foot speed again to beat
the
them.
Soft flip.
I just want to see that flip a little softer. Like, and honestly, as a defenseman, that puck comes in on you bouncing, kind of handcuffs it.
Yeah. Well, normally what ends up happening is your eyes go down to that puck to settle it because you know it's bouncing. If your eyes come off on coming forward, it's usually when bad things happen for defensemen. That one goes through everybody, but ends up on net. Hayes and Spone mixed up a little bit. Spone doesn't like it.
That's, again, looking for that stretch, though, to Cardenas. That stretch is going to be there against this locomotive team. We didn't hit it there, but it still is an offensive zone draw.
So we'll see Ripley, Oxenreiter, and Missick, see if they can get going. I think this line's due for one as well. Really seeing good things out of these guys on the offensive end. But that's a good face-off win in the locomotive. Their puck-moving defenseman throws it out, chipped off a stick, and the Hawks immediately take control. Missick walks through, gets a little touch pass back from Oxenreiter. He gets tied up. Oxenreiter and Missick battling for it. Knocked up in the air, Missick gloves it down. Back onto Hayes' stick. He wants to flip it back. Comes to the near side. Pierce is there. He gets challenged immediately by Oxy. So then it's iced all the way down around the far side by the locomotive.
Locomotive 160 foot for icing. 160 feet for icing there.
4:48 left, first period. End line to end line. This is where players want to have their end-to-end speed time because they get that extra short track. Makes them look a lot quicker. Coming around the near board. And that's a play I see them make periodically where they just, their D doesn't even look up. They just rim it. But they don't seem to have the foot speed with their forwards to get out on that rim pass. And our D-men end up keeping it in at the point. From the point, that gets chipped in by Fabrizio. Good slip move, but loses the puck. That looked like an opportunity briefly for Missick. Now back towards the point. Ripley battling, loses the puck down low. Played around to the far side by Viad. Back through the middle, there's room. Cross-ice pass. Shot fought off by the shoulder there from Fallhaver. As you know, he wants to get to that left side. We're going to get a penalty call on Fabrizio. roughing call, I think, is going to come. So Fabrizio heads to the box. That might have been a big on little call because he was on the puck.
I do not understand that one. I didn't see the call. I'm going to guess we went, I'll take potpourri for 500, Alex, and I'll call it a rough.
All right, there we go. I'm with you. That's about all I could guess as well. Power play chance here for the Locomotive as they want to get their players out. You would like to have a fifth player on the ice. You're welcome to play 4-on-4 if you wish.
Drop the puck! Drop the puck!
Whoever steps up for the faceoff, you should throw them out. That's the first thing you should do. Yep, throw them out. I mean, obviously.
Yeah.
You held up the game. Olsen comes on. Mahalik wins it back clean. Taylor. See, that's where I wanted to pin that up or flip that hard on the forehand. But controlled instead by the Locomotive. Shot, fought off. Good job by Mahalik, chopping down, and then banged up and out by Taylor.
And there was Pierce in the slot looking for a rebound, not the kid you want looking for a rebound.
Working in on the outside. Now he's going to go around. Petrovic parks himself in front. Shot, save made by Bell. Get Petrovic out of there. A little more forceful, Taylor. Even more.
Yeah, I'd like to see Petrovic counting the rafter beams there.
Yep. Pearson will come out for a PK shift here. Face off one back. Lachak goes to the point on the far side. Pierce tries to go low, picked off and backhanded out nicely by Missick. All the way down.
Again, Missick continuing the penalty kill. I mean, I don't know how much more I can say about that kid on the penalty kill. He's been solid.
There you go. Ties the man up. Wait, Fallhaber wants to come across. Lachak couldn't control. Blocked by Pollard. Hustling across. Missick forces the turnover. Oh, just misses the opportunity as it bounced on Robertson, or he was gone. Lachak goes to the far side, thrown in the zone. Back to pressure. Missick lets the man around. Near side. Olsen goes back to the point. Point to point. Lachak from Pierce. Pierce turns it over. And B-Rob, make sure you get that deep. If he pulls up, B-Rob, get that around and take it all the way down. I'd rather he play an area pass off the boards there to himself or end up having to go all the way. There's a nice deflection in front. That's what you can't do is Messman gets a goal on a deflection. Beautiful goal. But right there he comes out of the corner. Can't come to the net uncontested.
No, agreed. But going back to it, the play before that, I would like to see B-Rob. He's got the smaller player. Use that size. Don't try and go through him. Put it to the outside.
Yeah.
Use that offhand.
Go out on your other. Use your offhand.
Use that offhand just to shield.
And go around him.
B-Rob's a big boy. He can take the player down and end up with a breakaway.
Good face-off win in a 1-1 hockey game now. Power play chance, and that's what we don't want to give up. Power plays is where they can make hay. There's an opportunity out front, but they didn't see it. Good defensive play by Petrovic. Hawks around the near side, diving down as Ray. He didn't get back there, but poked at nicely by Bell. Bell makes a good decision to come out. That's where Taylor didn't read the jump up. And when he saw him go down, Taylor should have been circling back a little high. Got caught on his blue line there. Puck off to the near side, backhanded back down low by Spone. Petrovic with it behind his own net. Flutters one off to the far board. Little muffin that goes nowhere, but chipped out of the zone. D-man up in the play again. Swung wide. Good poke check there by Taylor. And then stolen back. Opportunity to get it on net. Saved by Bell. Thrown back out. Shot towards Bell, blocked. And we're going to get a penalty, a cross-check going against Spone.
Oh, man.
Petrovic in the crease, pissing Bell off.
Yep, Petrovic threw that one.
Gets a cross-check on Spone. Right back on the power play, and this is something the Hawks are going to have to be mindful of.
I don't know. Petrovic can do no wrong, Tom.
Apparently.
I
understand.
It's like he knows these refs are in the Epstein files.
I mean, he's in the blue paint there.
Yeah.
He's in the blue paint.
No, there was goaltender contact there.
Yeah.
It should have came outside the zone and been whistled.
Absolutely. Face-off win, far side. Coming across is Olsen, looking for the pass. Fallhaber comes Olsen behind the cage. Back up high for Lachak. Lachak. Cross, pass for Olsen. Back to Lachak. Big body, hard to take. Good play by Pollen. Just gets enough to chop him down. Messman. Pollen plays it back out to the corner, keeping him out on the edges. That comes out of the zone, and that forces Pierce all the way back. Oxenrider gets just enough of the stick on the puck, slow things up. Fallhaber, though, hands that off. Here comes Pierce. Wants to go down the far side, drops off. Cross-ice pass, ends up on the stick of Lachak. Fires, straight up in the air. High stick. Now touched and blocked out by the Hawks. Nice play, and we'll get fresh body on ×1 for Missick. Oxenrider stays out. Pierce gets around Oxy. Brings it in now through the middle. Room for Messman. Hawks. Messman's pass back. Ends up on the stick of Fallhaber, who goes back to the point. Lachak wants a shot, fans. And now a chance for Missick. And he goes one-on-one. Time expires. And Missick didn't realize we were down to the end of the period. So we go to the end of 1-1-1. 41 seconds left on the power play with the Spone cross-checking minor. And this is the only time where you see any offensive zone presence from the Locomotive.
Oh, yeah.
Don't give them power plays. That's just
reality. And I believe, Tom, there's some history between Petrovic and Bell.
Yes, absolutely. And Petrovic was not necessarily, shall we say, doing sportsmanlike things even earlier today in the morning game, which I think he was the one that chopped down on Easton's glove and hurt his hand. And then he's the one that took the penalty coming through the crease.
Oh, yeah.
He purposely came through and clipped Easton there. So he's making his own enemies, in my opinion. But the bottom line is it's a strategy that works, and there's a good example. He gets in the paint, he aggravates Bell. Spone comes in his support.
To defend.
Bang, cross-checking penalty. Because what does the ref see? They see the secondary action.
That's where we got to be a little smarter, though, Tom, when the puck turns up the ice.
Then you get him from away from the eyes of the ref. Yep, I agree.
That's when you're going to give him that little extra whack. That's where you give it.
Get him a little butt in the back, maybe a kidney, little poke. Nothing hard. Just letting them know you're there and letting them know you don't appreciate the antics.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, he definitely had Bell riled up. You don't see Blake normally riled up, but Blake was going pretty hard with the blocker there.
Yep. Might even give him a little punch in the back of the head, I think.
It wasn't called, so I would say it wasn't a punch in the back of the head.
Hubbard gets down to his net here. See if the Mahalik line can go back to work, or Missick, excuse me, on the PK, Mahalik and Missick. And see what they can do. Pierce coming around, 30 seconds left on the power play, down the middle. Offside save made, throwing back out loose, good steal, and played out of the zone by Mahalik to Missick. Missick pushes up, he'll go across, Lachak sweeps it away. Missick punches it around to the near side. Mahalik will cycle with him. Missick reverses back, gets stripped down, there's the call. Pierce will spend some time in the box. Great draw by Missick, and a power play chance for the Hawks.
Attaboy, Ev.
Pierce heads to the sin bin at 16:26.
Again,
here for 8 seconds.
Again, Missick, just a terror on the PK.
Yeah.
Right there. Brought the puck into the zone, controlled it, stepped around 2 checks, draws a penalty. And he sent arguably, I wouldn't even say arguably, the best player to the box.
Yeah. Absolutely. So 4-on-4, Mahalik like to see a face-off win, settle it back, wait for the extra man to come on, and then get set up. So far side, Puck held. Heersink looks down for Mahalik, or for Missick. Back to Heersink. Near side Sexton. Sexton fires. Mahalik deflects. Blocked off, but taken by the Hawks. Heersink right back up. Sexton again. Fires off the post. Crossbar. Holy shnikey. Shot comes in way out of his crease as Hubbard to knock that down. But the rebound still comes loose. Ripley's there. Mahalik comes out with it. Plays it back for Rips. Rips through the middle. Misses Mahalik. Finds Sexton. Sexton fans. Petrovic's going. Good job by Sexton to sweep it away. Because there's no way Heersink can make that run. Not with his leg. Backhand shot. Save made. And then played up and out. Hawks find Heersink. He'll bring it on. Area pass near side Mahalik. Evan will walk down. Fires. Misses the high corner. And that's going to get all the way out. He wanted that post.
Heersink definitely laboring, Tom.
Yeah, there's no question. He'll only do so much tonight. And if need be, rest it tomorrow and Friday. And the Shap coach may have to be disappointed if he's not ready to go on the weekend. The Chaparral has a couple, I believe. Oh, look out. Turnover there. Good job back-checking. Does it off for Carmichael. Carms comes all the way down, goes around Viad. Shot towards the net, blocked off. Carmichael goes toe-to-toe, comes up with the puck, then he gets knocked down. Hustling back is Olsen. He'll rim it around. Kept in at the point by Oxy. He goes off the boards. Cardenas is there. Cardenas near side. Wait, goes cross ice on the stick of Pollen. Pollen looking back to Cardenas, kicked aside, out of the box is Pierce, and up ice. Great stick by Oxenrider. Good defensive play. What do we got? Icing. And puck will go all the way down. It's a soft icing there. Technically it was.
Oh, if Cardenas had 5 more feet.
Yeah. It wouldn't have been.
I'm not going to let that go, Tom.
Face-off, one through the middle. Good job taking that puck up ice is Spone. He's motivated. Oh, what a look across for Cardenas. But he couldn't control it in the skates. Spone ties up the D. Good support coming in. Carmichael. That's good work to force the turnover. Spone working out of the corner. Good hard work. Couldn't get that through the spot. Good step up and a knockdown there by Fabrizio. And back checking the Hawks sniffed that out. Puck goes far side. Will not be an icing as that was deflected off a stick. And good job by Spone right back at it. Pushes Hayes out. Hayes just holds Spone up. Coming back in. Hawks have it. Shot in on Hubbard. Gloved up.
Again, another rebound though, Tom.
Yep.
I mean, Hubbard looks shaky to me.
I agree. I think the rebounds are there.
He doesn't look confident.
And Ripley probably could have taken a swipe at that glove because it was visible. But instead, peels off, does the sportsman-like thing.
Rips, ever the gentleman.
13-27, Hawks win the face-off. Shot from the point deflected, goes wide, comes back off near side Ripley. Ripley gives it up. Oxenrider circles, goes across high, point for Taylor. Taylor gets down into a little bit of a crowd there, and you know that hit's coming from Petrovic. You wheel and turn, he's going to punch in the back, or LHA, either one. That's their game. That's what they're going to play. So you got to be aware and get that puck off your stick before you get knocked down and they force the turnover. Banged loose and not out of the zone. Kept in by the Locomotive. Good job by Carter Ray there. Just a nice little feather backhand pass. Knocked down. That came out. That was out. Oh, man. But it's knocked down. And Hayes is back. Miss it. Into Hayes. And let that hit go up high. Shot towards the net. Big rebound. Short side shot. Doesn't go for Oxy. But there's that rebound from Hubbard you were talking about. Back up at the point. Shot deflected. Goes up high over the bar. Back again. Comes here. Oxy. Or Missick. Sorry. Heals the one-timer. Ripley wondering why he didn't get a call as he got pulled down, but that's not coming. Fallhaber dumps it down the boards, ends up on the stick of Ray. Carter wanted to ring that out, but good puck support from Taylor. Now Taylor looks and punches that out far side. Opportunity for Ripley to hustle, but it's going to be icing as it got on end. That wasn't rolling. Ripley had it. Tough break. 11:47 here, second period. 1-1 hockey game. Heersink just gutting it out here.
Yeah, you don't see that explosiveness, Tom, at all.
None. Yeah. I mean, face off. Out. Oh, that was out. Oh, well, he was on the line. I guess he would know. Sexton walks it down. Reverses in the corner. Backhand pass trying to go to the front of the net. Robertson gets a piece of it. But now it's controlled by Fallhaber.
What again, Sexton cornered off the puck there. Could have been an interference. The player without a stick.
Nice job looking back for Sexton, but he had cut middle. Wasn't down the boards. Back across. Locomotive come up with it. Olsen slips Heersink. Ostad's there. Shot. Glove save. Bell. 11:07. Second period. 1-1 hockey game.
No, it's going to be a dogfight between these two teams to see who gets to go to the Nationals, Tom.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, they're not going to go quietly.
Right? I think the Hawks are going to have to find another level of offensive generation. Probably going to be really making that next pass that gets right where you need it. Players using open ice to find the open looking shooting lanes because they get good goaltending and they have good defensive position. And their recipe is stay in games like this and keep them 1-1, 2-1, and go from there. We get a whistle as they wouldn't play the puck out, and we'll get a face-off in the defensive zone for the Hawks. Face-off, nice win out front, and then broken with a little tip pass out to himself. Shot. Look at that big rebound. Cardenas goes down and into the boards. Chipped off a Spalding. Comes out of the zone. Hawks will just dump it back in. Cardenas gets back up. Spone down to pressure. Good job by Spone. Pushes him in the boards. Boy, he's been good tonight.
That's what we talk about, stopping on pucks, Tom.
Good job by Tyson there. Back down on the boards. Paulin came through. Look out as Carmichael tried to make a pass there, but Fabrizio's back to cover. Petrovic up on Fabrizio. That one gets through two players and then taken by the Locomotive. Good back checking work there by Cardenas to sniff that out. Carmichael sees that knocked up in the air. Cardenas kicks it free. Glove down. Played by the Locomotive. Shot score. Is that LHA? Think so.
I believe so.
And it's 2-1. Hawks, little mistakes, opportunistic, as you always call them. And he finds the net. Not sure if Bell just didn't see it.
I actually think that might have been off a stick, Tom, because it did take a weird, it came off at a weird angle. I think the defender got a stick on it, stick in the lane. But again, even if not, late check, you do not, that's not the player you want in the slot in the puck.
Yeah.
I mean, we had 2 or 3 chances to get the puck out of the zone there. We didn't do it. It ends up in the back of your net. That's hockey.
Hawks now down 2-1, similar to earlier today. Ripley comes across. Missick challenges. D comes around the near side. Good job. Missick's going to get a slashing call, and he's going to go to the box.
I don't know that I like that call, though, Tom. I mean, that stick came out of the hands pretty easy. But again, anything marginal.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think this is where I want to see how the boys respond, because talking to East on the way up, I know they feel like they're not going to get a call here.
Yeah. Well, I think this is where you got to kill these penalties off, get some energy, and turn it into offensive opportunities on what, to me, still seems like a shaky Hubbard. Good job by Oxy. Pressure on Pierce. Pierce all the way around, though. Does a good job controlling the puck. Pulls up, hands that puck off to Fallhaber. Back to Pierce. He fans it. It comes up. And wasn't it out of the zone? What a save by Bell, stretching the left leg. Whoa, that looked like a dangerous opportunity all of a sudden as that was down on the ice. Now on the far side, shot. Save made by Bell again. And back out for Pierce at the point. Cross ice pass coming through the middle. Shot, save, shot, fanned on, and Bell covers.
I gotta admit, Tom, on the power play, they do a really good job of shooting guys in front at the right time, and they're
crisscrossing,
and they're waiting until that player is there.
And it's either going to be a screen or a deflection. Either way, making it tough on Bell, taking his eyes away from the puck.
You just don't see him panicking with the puck, though. They'll wait until it's there.
Good job winning the face-off and getting it ahead. Sexton will just float that in deep and then go himself. Comes back off to the near side. Mahalik watches Sexton control it all the way back for Ray. And then down ice it goes off the stick of Fabrizio. Hubbard gives it up, and Mahalik took his foot off the gas a little bit because he thought Hubbard was going to control it. Viad comes up all the way down, centering pass through the crease. Looks like the man might have been tied up well enough by Fabrizio, but that's still dangerous through that blue paint. Puck up high, 30 seconds left in the power play. Loose puck, Hawks can clear. Good job floating that one up in the air. Oh, he closed a hand on that. Come on! Cleared by the Hawks, down ice. Slowed up by Hubbard, went through him, onto the stick of Mahalik. Yeah, I would say shaky is a good word for Hubbard right now, and we need to make sure we take advantage of that. That puck gets knocked loose and out, but Hawks control on the far side. Fabrizio brings it on, backhands it in. Puck down low, even strength at 7:17 now. Tap free by Mahalik, but failed ahead by Fallhaber. He wants to get it back, so I'd like to see Evan backtracking on him. As that puck comes loose, free for a Locomotive player. Good stick, interjects there, and puck comes up and out and down the middle. Oh, just didn't get on the tape of Cardenas. Nate battling, Spone's right back on. Hawks keep it in, shot, blocked off, comes back in, kicked up in the air, and played out. Good step through by Carmichael, but then a turnover, and the Hawks face a shot that's fought off by Bell. Woo! That was a tough save to make.
Big save by Bell there.
Big by that right shoulder. Taylor behind his own cage. Waits. Come near side. Oh, he'll go far side, and that's going to be icing. I thought he already had Carmichael available earlier when the guy was shading him to the other side. He should have just peeled that off for Carms and let him get the puck up ice through the middle.
Yeah, I think we were looking for the big play versus the small, smart play.
Fresh line comes on. Hawks face-off turnover again off the face-off. What a dangerous turnover. And the Hawks pay and go down 3-1. Off the face-off, Ripley takes it on the far side. He just does a soft little flip that ends up on a Locomotive stick. And there's no way that Bell's going to find that puck and make that save down in close. No, big mistake there by the Hawks.
Again, Tom, similar to the third goal today, just poor coverage off the draw.
Yeah.
Right? Everybody knows their assignment. You got to pick them up.
Fabrizio fans on it, and it comes back off. Hampson throws it in the zone. Now this plays right into the hands of the Locomotive in that, what a save by Hubbard, stretching out. With a 2-goal lead, they can go right into their shell defensively. The Hawks are going to have to push now. Ripley pulls it loose, finds the point. Crosses the near side. Ostad goes off his stick. Rebound again by Hubbard. Where are we in front, boys? Near side missing. He takes the contact from Bayad. Good job by the Hawks as Ripley comes across and takes down Petrovic. Lamson gets it out, but it's on the stick of Fabrizio. Turned over promptly to LHA. Could have been a hand pass there, but Ripley brings it down in the zone. Good job coming down low by Sexton. Puck gets thrown up in the air, kicked in off the skate of Ostad. Will go far side boards, but nobody's home. Turned over onto Ripley's stick. He goes back for Sexton. Taken away. Wyatt sends it all the way out and down for icing. 4:44 of the second. Hawks find themselves trailing by 2.
Yeah, just too many mistakes, Tom, and I don't know that I've seen a team in a long time that when you make a mistake, they make you pay.
Shot blockered aside by Hubbard. Going back towards the net, Pierce sweeps it in. Hayes, always wanting to get just a piece of somebody. Good steal by Mahalik, back for Sexton. Oh, dropped off and turned over. Robertson wasn't flashing through quite as quickly. Robertson fans on the pass across. That goes through Mahalik's skates. Hayes chips it ahead. Hawks need to be sharper with the puck. That's just bottom line, both these games. We can be sharper than this, and we haven't been. Good step up by Pollen, but still an opportunity. Luckily sniffed out, and here comes the Hawks back through the middle. Sexton drags back. Olsen back checking hard. That's what you do. Shot towards the net, gloved by Bell, and held.
Those little things, Tom. We had a nice odd man rush developing there. We just gotta have the trailer crashing hard.
And we got to be talking on the ice. I don't hear anyone talking about players coming, back checking, man on, any of that stuff. Nothing's moving. Mouths aren't moving.
No, I'm not thrilled with our body language right now.
Our bench body language is definitely soft. Thrown down low, chipped aside. Olsen with it. Olsen waits, tries the center, comes through the crease, and out to the near side corner. Played back down low, thrown out in front. Ends up coming up to the point. There's a loose puck laying there that the Hawks get up and out. Pierce gets around Carmichael. Locomotive back off. That one comes through the middle. It's loose. Chipped ahead. Nice play. And then giving up an opportunity to go one-on-one with Messman, who picks that off from Cardenas. Lachak touches up smartly. Kicks the one from Fabrizio and a big hit. And a short side shot. Whistle. No goal. Got the whistle. Bell's lucky. Got the quick whistle. Otherwise,
I think that was right behind him, and I think he reached around with the paddle and got it. But again, set up by the physicality of Lafayette, the Locomotive there.
Not sure why we don't want to match that physical level, but right now maybe it's because we're worried about penalties. But you're down. That one ends up in the glove.
Petrovic is desperate to get Bell snapped, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Face-off won by the Hawks. Turned over, though, on the soft backhand out of the corner by Ray. Then he just throws it to the point. That must have touched because they waved that one off. I'm not so sure, but we'll continue to play on. 2:34 left here in the second. Hawks are going to need a monster third period after these plays that they've made. Ostad back to get it. Throws it in deep. Oxenreiter comes. Messman behind. Turns that over. Holy, come on!
Where's the cross set?
Jesus!
Are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me? Puck down low. Far side. LHA goes around, loses the puck.
There's a hit well after the puck's
Well gone.
away.
Shot into Hubbard and held.
Considering the cross-check we got called for earlier, from Spone, Rips was destroyed in front of the net.
Unbelievable. Face-off by Mahalik. Sexton gets
high stick!
High stick!
Are you kidding me?
You're a joke!
Are you blind or dumb?
You're an absolute joke! Puck on the far side, goes. Tapped on by the Hawks, control. The Hawk goes down the boards, pushed up in the air, glove down. Handed it off to Robinson, can't get the shot off. In the glove of Hubbard.
Sexton takes one right under the chin off the draw.
Stick right in the mouth. Face-off down in the skates. Cardenas battling for it. Comes back up to the point. Carter Ray loses that to Fallhaber, and off goes Olsen. Olsen, short side shot, rims it around and out. Hawks with control. Pierce touches up. Hawks find at the point and tapped in by Cardenas. Finally, Carmichael decides he better start playing his game. He puts one on. Puck flipped up off the boards, controlled by the Hawks. Kept on by Taylor, he wheels. Backhand, tap down low. Good body position by Pierce. No way that's going. Hawks need to get back. Pass across. Good defensive play by Fabrizio. Offsides. And time expires on the period. And we'll go to the ice make down 3-1. Pretty freaking unhappy with some terrible officiating.
Well, obviously, refs know you're garbage when you skate away when somebody asks for an explanation.
Yeah, exactly. Absolute garbage. We'll go to the ice make. We'll take a break. We'll see you guys shortly. Not happy. Hawks trailing 3-1. We'll see. We're coming back out. It's 17 minutes left in the contest. Hawks are down by 2. And what they're going to need is a third period response here, driven by their own energy, their own physical play, and nothing else. I mean, you got to come out and you got to take it to this team and you got to exert your will. And that's the bottom line. How are these guys going to respond? How are they going to play? How badly do they want to come back from 3-1 down in a game where they've made enough mistakes to find themselves, they dug a hole, and they dig their way out?
No, I agree, Tom. And listen, we played Lafayette enough times to know they're going to come out, they're going to punch you in the mouth.
Yep.
Right? They're going to come out, punch you in the mouth, and you got to see how you respond.
Apparently, and they'll punch you in the back, or they'll hit you in the mouth with a stick, or whatever it might be. You know? So from this point forward, it's going to have to be an exemplary effort. And what we should be able to see out of this group is taking a game over.
Yeah.
And dictating the style of play. And somewhere in there, they're going to find these 2 goals in the next 17 minutes.
Yeah, I want to see hard on pucks. No more flybys, hard on pucks. And let's take it to them in the zone because their defensive zone coverage is not great.
Yeah.
Let's take it to them in the zone.
Absolutely. They clog the middle. Get sticks in the way. We got to find that open man, find that open sheet, and then we got to find the rebound because Hubbard's given up a crap ton.
Listen, for us only having one in right now with how shaky he's looked, he just does not look calm in net to me, Tom.
No, I agree.
I told Dormer when we were here last week, I thought he overcommitted, and there's opportunities.
That gets thrown in behind Bell, circles out to the far side. Pollen overskates it. A little casual there. There's a good job by Ripley on Pierce. And then Ripley gets it knocked up for Oxy. Through the middle. Swinging wide is Missick. Throws it back looking for Oxy, but swept away by the defender for the Locomotive. Locomotive chop it out to the center ice, try to dump it in. Missick's back to take it. Back through the middle. Oxenreiter slides. Shot, short side wide, comes all the way around to the near boards. Blowing a tire, almost even going down, was Pierce. So he'll go to the bench. Hawks need some urgency. There's the rebound and nothing. Nobody there to clean that up. You can see the rebounds are coming. Turnover there from the back end. It's a big high hit. You better not call that shit.
There's Will Pollen. You were looking for it. He delivered.
Puck out on the far side. Backhanded out of play.
You know, as simple as that rebound down there looked, though, Tom, watching Hubbard on that one, he kicked it out to his right. His head immediately went to the left.
Yep.
He did not know where he kicked that rebound to.
Exactly.
Everything has to be low, low, low.
Mahalik's face-off, won back by Petrovic. Locomotive take it all the way back in their own end. Hawks want to pressure. Puck through the middle, picked off by Taylor. Thrown ahead for Sexton. Sexton onside. Down the board with Hayes. Fed around by Petrovic to the near side, Lachak. Back off for Petrovic, chipped ahead. Lamson watches it turned over on the stick of Ray. Knocked out by Robertson. Mahalik, got to find that puck. He'll circle it back, comes the near side for Ray. Far side, icing will be the call. Sloppy shift for that line there. 15:04, third period. Every shift with every line has to be with intention, has to be crisp, it has to be focused. Every opportunity looms large when you're down 2 in the third. Holland, far side Ostad. We may not see a ton of Heersink, and that's okay. I'd rather he not take an unexpected hit or a bad chop, as there's not much being called. I like the look again by Ostad, but we're not getting it done. We got to get this connection. If we're going to play that play, then that forward's got to find that puck. Back off to the near side. Also, I think the Hawks are just not moving that much in those face-off dots. They're just standing there. There's good hustle back on the back end. Good job by Spone. Cardenas gets it loose. Fed around the far side. That should go to Ostad. Sends it right back down low. Mrs. Spone finds Cardenas. Nate out front. Backhand shot. Wide off the stick of Carmichael. Carms. Oh, puck came through his legs. Up and out. That goes into the ref. Lays on the blue line. Hawks send it ahead. But again, a soft pass that doesn't get through to the man. Near side, step up chip on Fallhaber. Fallhaber comes down. Pierce back on it. He'll go far side. Thrown low, it goes wide of Bell to the near side. Collin gets a piece of Pierce, sends him packing. Ripley comes up with the puck. Can't get through two D-men on the back end. Skating. Up ice it comes, working wide. Fabrizio chips him off, throwing out front, loses the puck and onto the stick and miss it. Tipped by the Locomotive and down deep. Hayes back in his own end to play it. Turns that over onto the stick of Ripley. Nice pass, backhand shot, glove save, loose puck again. Nobody home. And an icing on the Locomotive.
Yeah, I think we saw a little bit of this in New Jersey, though, Tom. I'd like to see a little more of the reverse check to get them on their heels.
Exactly.
Right? Rather than just bracing for that hit, plant that foot in the ice, get low, and deliver it back.
Use their own momentum against them.
Yeah.
Mahalik wins it. Shot well wide there by Robertson off the faceoff. But a good job coming across. Mahalik finds it, fires, blocker save made by Hubbard out to the corner. Thrown through the middle and out. Taylor is there. He waits, drifts. No, go middle there. Go middle. You drew him. And Sexton was open. Shot towards the net, deflected on. Petrovic fires, save made by Bell. He's just a little punk. Send him packing.
I think Petrovic might have a little crush on Bell. He is.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to get that close to him, why don't you at least ask him out? Maybe take him to dinner.
Get a step first, see if you can build a relationship.
Exactly. Mahalik wins it back off to Ray. Ray back off to the far side. Ostad. Ostad looks. Nope, that should have been across to Mahalik. You've got to look. Eyes up, boys. And Mahalik's got to talk. He's got to let him know. Call for that puck. That gets banged up and out. Nice little knockdown by Ray. Backhands it ahead. It goes in the zone. Mahalik comes on. Undercuts the man. Comes out to the corner. And loses the puck on the far side. Regains. Chip towards the point. Coming up is Ostad. Hawks have to play it back off the stick of Spone. Puck chipped into the Hawks' end. Ostad plays that one off. Shot on towards Bell. Puck comes off his stick and off to the near side. Ostad chopped at and loses the puck. Ray comes across, able to find it and chips it out to center ice. Cardenas, good stick by Fallhaber, or by the D-man there. Was that Fallhaber? No, Messman made a good play with the stick. Cardenas through the middle. There's your room to work. Spone bodied up, and we're going to get a penalty call, and that's going to be a hold, which it should be. Power play chance here for the Hawks. They better get it going.
I mean, 11:33 here to go. You pop one here, it becomes a one-shot game. And the way Hubbard's been,
there could be shots.
I like that.
First things first. Got to do something good with a power play opportunity.
Sinks is back out for this power play. Sinks his first ice time to start the third.
Sexton. Face-off is down. Rimmed but not out. Good job by Ripley to control. Finds Heersink. Heersink, hard part is he can't step into it either. There's one he gets stepped into. B-Rob wanted to find the rebound. Couldn't get it. And that comes up. Oh, no, stays in.
Oh.
Back across. Off the stick of Sexton, not clean. Shoulder to shoulder, they go down. Nice job by Sexton. Now, back out to the corner, reversed around. Sexton's going to come again. D-Man takes another hit from Sexton, but this one gets out of the zone, and Ripley has to regroup. He'll push it down the boards, hand it back off. B-Rob with it, finds Sexton near side. Sexton fires low, tapped, oh, just off the post. Shot towards the front, loose in front, swept away by Hayes. And he bangs that out and down ice.
Oh, that was so close to going off the skating in, but I like the pressure.
Flashing up ice. All the way down and around. Missick gets through. Plays an area up to Paulin. Paulin walks some more. Goes far side. Ripley back across. Misses Missick. Missick, patience. Goes to Ripley on the far side. Ripley at the point. Walks in himself. Waits. Hands that one back off. Can he keep it in? Oh my. Can't do it. Bad pass there, turnover, shot, whistles high, and bell by Olsen. Olsen smartly plays it all the way back, 27 seconds left. That gets dumped in deep, 15 seconds, second power play unit's out. Stretched ahead, Carmichael, chopped across, finds Oxenrider, he shoots, save made, loose puck. Why do we have no one in front?
We're back to 5-on-5.
Puck is loose out front, controlled by Oxy. He goes back around on the far side. Cardenas through for Mahalik. Mahalik splits the D. Tries to work out and around. No, loses it. It's back out of the zone. Puck up on the Petrovic stick. Cardenas, just a little piece of him. Puck off to the near side. Now back up the middle. Comes a Locomotive, giving way too much ground away. Paulin chops at him a little bit. Slows it up. Walking in. Petrovic wants to go across the middle, taken away by Cardenas. Chipped in behind the net for Fabrizio. He goes to the man. Walls him off. Near side boards. Shot ends up in the belly of Bell and held. Sexton's face-off, won by the Locomotive. Bayat chopped at it. Good hustle across on Ostad by the Locomotive. Finally taken away by Spohn. He works ahead, finds backside of there. That should have been a hand pass, but we'll play on just because these refs suck. Puck down low. Spohn battling for it. Ends up out on the far side corner. B-Rob comes down.
That's where I want to see B-Rob use that big body, though, Tom. Don't go into him gently.
No, go in and give him the business as you come in. Take that puck away. Shot towards the net, blocked off, never got through. Thrown free. Hawks can't find it. Now we do, and B-Rob whistles that high and wide. Floated up, glove down, but out. Far side. Good step across by Sexton. Unable to control where the Hawks. Fallhaber goes back off to the far side. Ray can't get enough of his man. Sexton poking at it in behind. It's in the skates. Out to the corner. Kick loose. Coming up the boards is Spohn, but controlled by the Locomotive. Blocker aside by Bell. Olsen wants to fire a short side shot. That's wide of the net. Chopped up in the air, glove down by B-Rob. and he'll flip that all the way up and out. Already down to 7 minutes left in the period. 10 minutes have gone by. Hawks
I thought
cannot
B-Rob, I
find
know
the
it was the
net.
end of the shift. I thought B-Rob had a little more time there.
Oxenrider to Pollen. Near side Taylor. Taylor. Cross ice pass comes across. That was offsides, I thought, on Oxenrider.
I thought so too.
But Hawks will play this one on to Ripley. Rip shot, save made. Back through the middle. Shot by Taylor, blocked. Touch up there, and Missick will come. Down ice hard off the boards. Chopped out of the zone. Icing on the Locomotive. 6:27. Got to have one soon. If you're going to get back in this, got to have a goal soon.
Split it in half, Tom. We've got to have one in the next 3 minutes.
Oxenriders face off down, just peeled away by the Locomotive. They go far side. Pollen, good job stepping up, but a good defensive play by the Locomotive, and then iced all the way down.
And I like that play by Pollen.
Yeah.
Step up,
put the hit on.
Put the hit on. All they can do is ice it. You end up with another offensive zone draw.
Puck is loose, controlled by the Locomotive. They get it up and out. Hawks sweep it away. Off for Carmichael. Carmichael throws it off a stick and into the zone. He comes in hard. Works on to the D-man. Now wins the puck battle. D-man comes right back out with it from behind. Tries to slip through the middle. Oh, that went through the stick of Carmichael. Off to the near side. Taylor needs the angle better there. He should be able to light Wyatt up like that. That's the kind of hit Will Pollen I've been waiting all game. Beautiful play by Will there. 5:35. Hawks need a chance. Shot, save made by the glove of Hubbard. Like what we've gotten from the Carmichael line. They've been working.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you want out of your third line, essentially. Grind, be heavy on the puck, hard to play.
Mahalik wins it off to the far side, goes back to the point, comes down low. Robertson, though, stick lifted, can't get there. Hawks have it, chopped at, knocked down nicely by the Locomotive, quickly transitioning out. Olsen hands that off, cross ice pass, good look, whistles by the net wide and all the way out.
We've struggled, though, against this Locomotive team, picking up the trailer, Tom.
Yep, I agree. We don't have jump. They have jump right now, we don't. Mahalik can't quite get there. He taps at it, but it gets kicked free by the D. Now it comes back to him, and Mahalik has it. Has to come out of the zone. Hands that one off for Ostad. Ostad will send it all the way deep and around. Nobody down the near side board. Missick comes, Ripley comes, kept in briefly by Fabrizio, but then controlled by the Locomotive. Far side ice, big hit on Ostad by Lechak. That's a Hirsig level hit where they just know they got him. Lechak shot comes around to the near side.
There's a slash.
Yep. Little piece from Fabrizio. That was tit for tat. Mitrovic back in the deep corner. Hawks battling. Need to come up with some puck battles here and create chances. Oxenrider, deep corner. 3:54 left. There's that turnover in the takeaway. Up ice they come. Good stick by Fabrizio. And a chance for the Hawks to reverse in the other direction. Oxy fires. Glove save made by Hubbard.
I know those corners look wide, Tom, but man, I would love to see everything 6 inches off the ice on Hubbard. He's looked okay. He's looked solid with the glove, but everything down low, he's struggled.
He sent out rebounds and not knowing where the rebounds are going. Chipped up, glove down by Ray. Puck goes down in deep. Fallhaber working on the far side boards. Puck's around to the near side. Cardenas chips it ahead. Good stick by the defender. And a better play there by the Hawks. Topped off for Taylor. Taylor jumps up in the play. Held, throws it towards the front. Hawks trying to dig it out. Cardenas covers the point. Pulls out. Across the middle. Oh, looking across for Carmichael. Carms couldn't quite settle it. And then that gets deflected out of the zone. Comes all the way down to Bell. Opportunity for Taylor on the far side. That would have been a good time for change. But off it comes. Taylor throws it off the deep corner and down. And it goes out of play. Threw that into the bench. .245 left. Time is short. Down by 2.
You got to get that next one in, I would say, the next minute, Tom.
Oh, yeah. No doubt. They got to see it even on this offensive zone possession. Faceoff comes free for Paulin. Paulin, challenge, gets that back off, but again, misses Sexton. Mahalik down to control it, gives it up for Sexton, then kicks it loose. Poke free on the far side board. We don't need to be in the boards with them. We want to be out there, more towards the center. Mahalik shot just wide. That was a chance. Thrown through the middle. Good job exiting the zone by the Locomotive. They want to come forward. Fallhaber score. Outraced. Outraced to the goal is all. And once he got the pass on the tape, he knew the backhand was coming.
Fallhaber and Pierce are the two that I feel can skate with us, Tom.
Yeah.
And Fallhaber turned on the Jets there.
Indeed. Just beat the man to the spot. That's what gets it done. And I know we're pressing up in the play, trying to get something going offensively, but as far as that goes, you give up those chances, there's the risk you run. Hawks trying to go back through the middle. Ripley tied up. Good step through. Finally some puck support from the Hawks. Taylor fires, fans. Missick has it. Tries to throw it back towards the front. That's blocked off by a stick of the Locomotive. And look at the room they have to escape. Shot, gloved by Bell, and held at 138. Face-off, wing down. Carmichael takes it out himself. Offsides on Cardenas as he stick handled at the blue line. Minute 30.
Yeah, definitely not the same energy level we had this morning, Tom.
No, not at all. In a game that you had to feel like we should win this game, we need to win this game, we need to establish ourselves on an equal footing with this team, and we let them come out and dominate us. Now, we got no excuses. We made bad plays, they capitalized, and we have now played 2 games where we have been less than sharp with the puck. But I think the one thing this breeds for the Locomotive, tons of confidence that they think they have us figured out. So we're going to have to go back to the drawing board and figure out what are we going to do to change things up on this team and not let them dictate the pace of play with their style? How do we create a style that we dictate? And that is the question mark for Coach Edelman as we go into the winter break and the Chassa season. Puck goes in on Bell. .4 left. 4-1 hockey game. Puck all the way down ice. Sexton comes. Puck thrown around to the far side for Olsen. Olsen will just backhand it across. 5 seconds left, up to the near side Fallhaber. Hands that one off. And time expires. All right, guys. Have a good Thanksgiving, everybody. Loved all the family out there. Thanks for tuning in. Hawks go down 4-1 here in a less than stellar effort on the night before Thanksgiving, but still plenty to be thankful for. Thankful for our health. Thankful for our family. Thank you for our friends.
Always good.
Happy to have you here, buddy.
We'll see you in, God, now what, 5 weeks? Not till,
big stretch layoff
January
here.
2nd. So.
Well, we'll talk during the Chassa season, and everybody enjoy and have a happy, safe holiday.
Thanks, guys.